Hey folks, I got an interesting update today. Back to the snow again. So it's right at the freezing mark when I went out, 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, what a difference. I discovered a winter coat and sunburns are not compatible. Ouch, it hurts. So I don't know how long I'm going to be talking today, so I have my timer. Got it set for 30 minutes, or 25 minutes actually, so I can stop recording, start a new file. So if it starts its own file on its own, then I'm not going to lose any of my recording. Because apparently that's a problem. And on the same subject, my DB Cooper camera, I discovered something really cool. I've mentioned before, when it switches files, the last little bit, I'm not even sure how much time, the last little bit of the previous file is black. And I cut that part off. If I'm doing my tour and the file changes at that point, I just cut that black part off. Well, I discovered that when that happens, it actually starts recording the next file before it stops that. So I cut the black part off and I overlap the files. I can actually match them up so that the second file will match up with the first file overlapped. So they got a little bit left, and that part's already recorded in the new file. If I overlap them, it's a bit tricky getting the frames right, but you won't even notice the difference. It's kind of cool that way. It's a little more work than I should have to do, but there's only two things that I don't like about this camera. That's one of them. And the other one is where I plug in the power cord. My other cameras, because I don't have my glasses on, I usually have my Bluetooth glasses on, so I'm just like straight vision, and my vision's blurry. It's really hard to find that port to plug that little cord into. So with the other cameras I had, they're kind of tapered, so I just have to get close and it pushes in. This one I have to get exact. This one's not tapered at all. It's kind of crazy. So I went out today, and I wasn't going to go out until all this was done. Actually, I'm going to check the forecast here real quick, because this snow was only supposed to be here for a couple of days, and then the temperature was going to, it's still 0. So I want to check. No, I don't. Advertisement. Wow. Every time I look at it, it's different. So this was only supposed to be here for a couple of days, and then the temperature is going to rise up to the teens again, and that's when I was going to start working on the monster. They've changed this. So it's not just showing days, it's showing tomorrow, and then tomorrow night, and then Thursday. I don't need to know what tomorrow night is. So apparently it's supposed to be 8 degrees tomorrow, 20 on Thursday, and 13, and then back down to single digits again until next week. Like I say, every time I look at it, it's changed. I'll screen cap these so you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm not going to get a full three frames out of this anymore because they screwed up that top part. They even set 7 days. They're showing this evening, morning, afternoon, evening, night. Okay, but they're showing a lot more detail, so each one is spread out. I'll screen cap that one too. Hourly, yeah, they changed the hourly too. They're giving details for current. But I don't know. So I was hoping to start working on the monster tomorrow. I wasn't going to go out until the snow was done, So I didn't go out yesterday, and I wasn't going to go out today, but I realized I have to, because I had to get milk. I don't have enough milk for tonight's drink, so I had to do that. And of course, you know, I'm going out, so Michelle wanted me to grab her something. And then I went to the post office, and I went somewhere else that I realized. So today's just going to be a shopping day. I didn't do much of a tour, it's just icky. I will show it. I'll start at the dollar store because I forgot to turn the camera on. I realized when I got there. I probably would have started there anyways. So it's just a shopping tour. I did go one other place though, because I realized before I take the monster apart, I need paint. Because if you remember, I finished off my paint last year. So I went out to Rona to get some paint out there. And on my way there, I met up with Reg. I sat there and talked to him for a bit. And it just snowed like crazy. I don't want to see that. It's not snowing constant. It's falling in spurts. So I don't know if we're getting snow squalls or not. When I looked at the radar before I came out, I saw the snow coming off the lake. I've already got a screen cap for that. And it's not constant snow coming off. It was moving across the lake, so it started before it got there. So it's not snow squalls. I don't know if that's what we're getting now or not. But like I say, it's falling in spurts. So when I got to Rona, I went to their paint department and asked if there was a paint expert in to get some advice from. And yep, she knows everything, well, almost everything apparently. So I told her my situation in that, and we come up with the best case solution. She said when I clean the bars off next time, she said get as much rust off as I can. It's really difficult for me to do that, but I found out, and I did not realize this, I went with Tremclad again. The reason for that is because Tremclad makes primer. I did not know that. So I'm going to use this first, and then I'm going to paint it like I normally do. So it's going to take twice as long to paint, unfortunately. So while I was there, I got my black duct tape. And unfortunately, I had to go with Gorilla Tape because that's the only brand that they had black in. And I went with extra wide this time, just because I can. So, $105 later, I kind of expected that anyways. But the Gorilla Tape was $21 on its own. And I got, looking at my receipt here, okay, so the primer actually cost more than the paint did. The primer's $36.49 and the actual paint is $35.99. So that's like 50 cents more. Not a huge difference. So that took care of most of my spending money for the month. Thank goodness we're halfway through. Oh, I see sunshine now. So that's nuts. But I'm prepared now anyways. The bags on the back of the monster, I put a good test on them today, weight test. I'm a little bit concerned because I got my milk. I got my 4-liter jug of milk, or 1 gallon, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty heavy on its own. 2 cans of paint, a bag of sugar, a package from the post office for Michelle, a bunch of cat treat bags, and a box of Pet Fresh, which is what Michelle wanted me to pick up for her. That's got some good weight to it too. 700 grams. I don't know what that is in non-metric. So it was quite a bit of weight on those bags, and I just kind of a little bit concerned about the frame that I made to hold them, whether it was going to hold the weight or not. And no problem. If it falls, it's not going to fall very far anyways. It's going to land on the battery tray on the back of the monster, so it wasn't too much of an issue. So, I found something out. My parents' house is for sale again. The house I grew up in. 1967, when my dad built that house, he paid $2,000 for the land, and it cost him $14,000 to build the house. That was in 1967. So when they moved into the retirement home, I don't remember what year that was. I think that was before I started making videos. So I don't have anything, but I know I talked about it. And I searched last night. None of my video titles give any hint as to talking about that, so I couldn't find it. Because I don't remember exactly what the house sold for. It was $249,000 or $294, $297, something like that. That blew my mind. But my mind is totally blown now, because this house is now for sale again for $850,000. And I'm thinking, okay, I know, the way house prices are going up and that in the market, it's going to be higher anyways, but almost $1 million? I can't see that. So I looked at the real estate listing. And read the description first. How much time do I got? I got 12 minutes. Perched on a private enclave in the thriving and picturesque community of Paris lies a magnificent updated detached bungalow with 3.1 beds. It was only 3 bedrooms. There's 3.1 or 3 plus 1 now, and 2 baths. There was only 1 washroom. Apparently there's 2 now. So it's kind of interesting. I got to see that. This home offers the perfect blend of serenity and enjoyment. The interior boasts a beautifully designed open-concept kitchen dining area bathed in an abundance of natural light, a well-thought-out family room complemented by a gas fireplace, that's new, creating an atmosphere of sophistication and warmth. The kitchen is modern entertainer's delight, fully equipped with stainless steel appliances, fridge, gas stove, I don't know what DW is, and quartz counters. That's going to bring the price up. Making meal preparations effortless. The dining area provides a charming space for intimate meals. Very well appointed home, carefully thought out bungalow style living, with the added benefit of a walkout basement, that's new, completed within the last 2 years, featuring custom built-ins, gas fireplace, there's 2, office, 3-piece bath, bedroom, family room, and access to the pool-sized yard and garden oasis. Walking distance to, okay, I need to talk about that. So that's the description. That does not sound like the house I grew up in. So I gotta look at the pictures. As far as the front of the house goes, full screen, or not full screen it, but make it bigger. It doesn't look any different than it was when I lived there. The only difference is they have new windows. I'm not sure if it's a new garage door or not. They have a new front door, new windows. That's all I can see from the front of the house. Everything else looks the same as when I lived there. Same colors and everything. And they start showing it close up, and again, the only thing I see different is new windows and a new door. And we go inside. Holy smokes. That's the living room. They use wide angle lenses. It makes it look bigger than it is. It's not actually all that big. And the new windows really look nice. I like the way they did it. Yeah, and there's the gas fireplace. I'm not sure if that's into the wall or if it's just on the outside of the wall. But on the other side of that fireplace is where my bedroom closet was. So I'm thinking maybe they might have taken up some of the closet. I'm not sure. But it is protruding from the wall, so it might just be on the wall itself. I don't know. But that's just amazing looking. The ceiling looks the same. Walls are different color, obviously. And there's the dining room. It almost looks smaller, like the width from where the cupboards come out to the window. It's a smaller window, definitely. So I think they extended things outwards, made the dining area a little bit narrower. And that was tile floor. It's now laminate. Another view pointing towards the kitchen. And there's the front door with the fireplace. See what I mean? The fireplace sticking out from the wall. I don't know if they took part of the bedroom closet away or not. But there's the laminate floor. It had really nice hardwood floors in that house. They covered it over with laminate stuff. It looks nice, but it's just, there's the kitchen. Wow, what a difference. Huge, huge difference from when I was living there. Like, wow. Just amazing. And we had a fluorescent light on the ceiling. They changed that. There's a view from the kitchen towards the dining room. There's the bathroom. Again, looks nothing like when I lived there. Same shape, it's the same room, it's just done differently. Oh, they have a light in the shower. Wow. And we get into the bedrooms. This is the back bedroom. My parents had 5 kids. My parents took the small bedroom for themselves. The big bedroom, the main bedroom, master bedroom, whatever you want to call it, was for the 3 girls, and the back bedroom, which is this one here, was for us 2 boys. And then once my sisters moved out, then my parents moved into the master bedroom. My brother had the back bedroom, and then the front bedroom, the smallest one, became mine, and that's what this one is. Wow. Different closet door. I'm not sure. I can't really see the angle to know whether they've changed it or not. And that looks, I can't tell if that's a carpeted floor or not. Both bedrooms, actually. I can't tell what the floor type is, but... And there's the master bedroom. And that was the biggest bedroom in the house. That's the front corner. There's another angle of it. Wow. In this picture, I couldn't figure out where this was. Turns out this is the basement now. We had, it's a full basement. The whole house is basement except for the garage. It was unfinished. Just concrete and cinder block walls. And got 2 or 3 supports in the middle. And there was no drywall or anything anywhere. My brother-in-law came in, he drywalled the outside wall, not the wall that's underground, but the outside one that was exposed to the air temperatures. Now he drywalled that, and he put kind of dividing wall down the middle, just to separate 2 sides of the basement. That's where all this is. This was an unfinished basement. Look what they've done with it. That's just amazing. See, this first picture, I didn't realize where it was. But you can see the window up at the ceiling, and that tells me it's the basement. And same with this one, that'll be the office that they mentioned. That's just, and there's the stairs going upstairs, or going up to the upper level. That's just, it's very emotional seeing this. Knowing this is the house that I grew up in, I spent my first 21 years in. That's just, wow. So, I have a question. As soon as I saw 2 bathrooms, a bathroom in the basement, I'm thinking, how did they do that? Because in this picture, you can see the water pipes. There's a hole in the wall there where the water pipes are. This is where they got the laundry room. There's the furnace, so I know exactly where this is. The outlet The sewer line that goes out of the house is just below the upper level. And my mother had twin tubs in the basement. If you remember years ago, they had the cement wash tubs, and they drained, and there's a pipe that went along the floor, and there was a pump that you had to turn on with an on-off switch to pump the water up to it. So I'm thinking, how are they going to do that with a toilet, right? So there's the toilet, and it's on the floor. So I'm guessing they dug into the concrete floor to run a line over to it. They have to have some kind of pump on it. They have to. So I don't know how they did that. And if that's the case, then there's not much of an incline from the toilet over to the pipe that goes up and out. So I can't figure out how they did that. But that's a basement and a washroom. A washroom in the basement. That's just mind-boggling. So when we get into the backyard, and where that playground equipment is there, that was a garden. That whole area there was a garden. My dad had huge gardens in the backyard. And the view from the back of the house, where the camera person is standing, was another garden. It kind of almost looks like they did a little bit of landscaping, because I remember that hill being steeper, and there was a drain gully along the bottom of it. But they got a new deck on the back. It looks really nice. That's access from the garage. The doorway there up top is the garage door. The door on the bottom beside it, that was our main door, our back door. Okay, what did I do here? Okay, I'm not sure what I did. I just lost my spot. Oh no! But the first thing I noticed when I saw this picture, I get back to it, there we go, is they have patio doors now on the right hand side. That door was not there, that was a window. So they changed that, and they've got a patio, outdoor patio. In this angle, on the right hand side of the house there, they have central air, which wasn't there before. There's the patio. That's, wow. I can't even picture that, knowing what this looked like. Wow. So there's a drone view of the house. There's construction off to the left there. My neighbor's house, my sister said they tore it down. Somebody's building a new house there. And they tore that old place down. But I can't picture this. Is this wild? Like, the memories I have of that house, none of this fits except for the appearance of the outside and the setup on the main floor on the inside. My mind is so blown right now looking at this. $850,000. Wow. Okay, well, I'm down to a minute. I have nothing else to talk about. I actually fit this in. Yay. So, memories, childhood memories, wow. So, I'm going to show my tour today. Well, not really a tour, shopping trip from today. I got like 40 seconds left. And keep my eye on the forecast and figure out when I get to start working on the monster. So apparently it's going to be a little while longer than I thought it was going to be. So that's all I got. So I'll end this now. I got 19 seconds before my alarm goes out here. Thanks for watching, guys, and here's my snowy shopping tour.